praising my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And my name is Joshua G. Brown, son of Joshua Brown. Actually, I was born on Perry Street. We used to call it Bishopboro. That's where I was born. And 2017, my grandmother moved to Newcretown, and she took my sister, Patient Brown, and I to Newcretown. While in Newcretown, my grandmother couldn't sustain us properly because she was not working and our father was in trouble. So she sent us to Greenville, Sano County. Well, we went to Greenville, Sano County. While in Greenville, Sano County, my sister, Patient Brown, mother was ill, and also my mother was doing well. So my mother used to take care of both of us, school fees and everything. My mother sent me to St. Joseph Catholic School, and Patient Brown was in Methodist Junior High School. And Patient mother was that ill that she couldn't make it. In Labrador, we call it crazy. Sometimes, certain months, she will just make it herself walking up and down the street. Was so embarrassed, and our patient myself would run behind her. They called Nora to find clothes for her to put on and get her back to where she's supposed to be. Patient got embarrassed. She came to me one day to my mother's house. She said, Junior, I cannot stand this thing. Every time I'm here, my mother did. Patient left. She came back to our grandmother. All of a sudden, my mother died. So I had to come back to Monrovia. And when I came back to Monrovia, I went to my I was like 13 years old when my mother died. So I came back to Monrovia, joined my grandmother. She was in one room on Carpet Street. Can you imagine living a better life on Perry Street where we used to have patients, and myself would have people taking care of us, taking our shower, doing everything for us. And such a thing just go down in the drain, and we begin zero, living in one room with our grandmother on Carpet Street. So my grandmother saw that thing was not going right. She sent me to my uncle. My uncle, he was a medical doctor in Balatoa. So she sent me there, and patient was staying in Newcretown. But the place was so boring for me, being in the city and all the way in Balatoa. I ran away and came back to Newcretown. When I came back to Newcretown, my grandmother went and took me again and took me to her brother's daughters. They were living in Mosurado compound, and I went there. And by the time I went to Mosurado compound, I met patient in Mosurado compound. I would begin to live there together. But a child, sometimes you make a lot of mistakes in life. So they sent me back to Newcretown. When I went to Newcretown, I met a couple of friends. And Whippet, let's say, and Whippet and myself came a long way. Whippet being a grandson of my grandmother, husband, Mr. Bleedy, that died on Perry Street. And I was my grandmother's husband. Okay. So every one of us used to be there. We parents used to, the mother used to bring them and all this stuff. Yeah. All of us used to be there as a kid. And, but when we all start growing up, most especially when we pay grand. Recently, yeah, that man keep calling me. Okay. So to cut long matter, things were fine in Moserado compound, and I went to Nukutown. Sometimes I go to Nukutown, and I met my friend Gene Yamsey, Jackie Brown, Kim, and all this stuff. When I met Jackie Brown, and he had a couple of friends, Bob Cousy, Whippets, and all the other guys. So I joined them, and they were having a club they called GQ, and I joined GQ, and we begin to go from place to place. And Jackie Brown and Gene Yancy were very tied into me. And later on, I moved on 110th Street with Gene Yancy because Gene Yancy's mother took me to be like son to her too. So Gene Yancy and myself would begin like a brother, and Jackie Brown used to be with us. And from there, we start going to Boston. A couple of us, Gene Yancy and Jackie Brown went to Detroit, and I went to Monroeville Central High School. After schooling, the war came. No, before the war came, I got a job with Chairman Logan Fishing Company. And from there, the war came. When the war came, things began bad off. I went back to Nukutown. While in Nukutown, I got some crime background. So when I went to Nukutown, went back on Capet Street, people said, oh, the people can smell crime people with Joshua or the crime people and all the things, so I should leave. So I was able to leave and came back in Central Monrovia. When I came back to Central Monrovia, I was there until I was there at the police station. And when I got Lord Jackie Brown, start losing the family one by one. So I went and told Jackie Brown, look, pack your stuff, move to me in my one bedroom. And I had moved Jackie Brown to New Town. Eh? Yeah. So I moved to Brahma there until the opportunity came in the police, and being knowing some other guys in the police, like other friends that I used to move with. I told Jackie Brown to take advantage of that. And after he took advantage of that, he was successful there. And we begin, instead of all being friends now, we begin brothers and good friends. And Jackie Brown is a very honest guy. But the only thing here with Jackie Brown, you do not overlook him. He will do everything for you. Take you, but do not overlook him. When you overlook him, he will get so nasty on you. That's what I know about him. Okay. And yeah. Okay, yeah. I came to Delhi after I came in the street, and I began to go from friends to friends, go to church. The church helped me a lot. Today, my career that I have today is through the church, called 8th Street Baptist Church. On the bulletin, they had training and other opportunity, and I took advantage of it. And I started my training. And today, I'm a professional pool builder, and I do part of water chemistry, a lot of technologies and other things. So, career to be in the pool business. And while in Delaware, I felt necessary that what I went through coming to Delaware, I vowed that no other Liberians should go through the same struggle I went through. So I make sure that come to Delaware. When you get in contact with me, show you where. If you do not even have a document, I will tell you what to do to get your document. And begin to help one way or the other. Some charge as a reference, I will always answer yes, because you know doing things community. So through that, a lot of people got to know me in Delaware. And they name me the governor of Delaware. That's how the governor of Delaware name came from. And being the cradle guy in Delaware, having a house. So every Liberian want to have a baby shower, to have a baby shower. Like they will ask for my house. Yeah. The church was not the American church, they call 8th Street Baptist Church. Okay, and also after I worked for that company for like 5 years. But what I did was I take a you know when you enter the year for career, there is the place to be. But if you year for money, there is the place, the place is not for you. So that alone used to resonate through my mind. So every training that the company offer, I will always take advantage of it until I get to know everything about that company. I decide to go the same route to get my part of company too. With the company founder that were trying to get my company, and they fired me. When they fired me, you know, Liberian community and something happened. Well, yeah, everything, you had a good job, the company gave, they will never will carry you stole from people and the company fire. So I played it no man, but I knew that God has my destiny. No one has my destiny beside God. And I know I was not wrong for deciding to own my own company. I was not wrong. I put it in prayer, and today I've been working for myself on my own company called Joshua Brown Pool Service, LLC. I've been working for myself 16 years. I've been working for myself, and I'm very successful in what I do. Yeah. Okay. From Liberia, I first came to Wilmington, Delaware. But the same lady that my son, everyone was stopping with, she told me that she can only host I alone. So I should find a place to send my wife and my son. And my wife, how empty in Providence, Rhode Island. So what I did was I was able to send my ex-wife and my son to Providence. And when they moved to Providence, I was in Delaware. And for a week, the lady asked me out. So I was there in the street hustling from here and there, trying to make ends meet. And my ex-wife said we're catching tough time too. No ride, every time, hauling and pulling. So the little money, I joined a carpet cleaning company. I used to clean carpet. And I used to take that money and send it to her for her to find an apartment to be in. At that time, the apartment, she found a one-bedroom apartment, which was 450. So she was there, and I was on the side. But then, because I was going to school, training, I couldn't leave. So I told her, be patient. And after that year, I moved to Providence, Rhode Island. When I moved to Providence, Rhode Island, the company I went for the job training to, that I'm telling you about now, that I left from before I opened my company. After that year, it's a seasonal job, work for like 8 months in a year. So after that 8 months, after my job training, I moved to Providence, Rhode Island. I was in Providence, Rhode Island for like 3 or 4 months. And the next season, the company called me to come and join them. They said they have a position for me. So I left my wife and my son there, and I came to Delaware. I have a history of Providence, but I partly lived there. Yeah. And my advice to every Liberian here is, first of all, God has your destiny. No man has your destiny. You should follow your vision. You should follow your dream. And it will be hard. And when I opened my pool business, a lot of people discouraged me that you are man from Africa. You don't even speak. Who will understand you? I said, no, it does not work that way. You have to learn the job. And anything you do, if you want to sweep, sweep well. Don't just sweep because of the money. Sweep well. And the very first thing, when you try to establish your business, don't put money first. Try to establish the business, put some sacrifice in it, and put your time in it. Put your time in it. If you get one or two persons that will work with you, make sure you take care of them first. Because when they're happy, you will be happy at the end. And don't do business without registering with the states or the government. Make sure every business you got registered. Make sure you pay your taxes. Make sure you respect people. Bring people that know better than you. Bring them into your business and ask questions. And one thing, take advantage of training. Take advantage of training. During the time when it was not too much internet, it was paper. Read the paper, look in the paper and see where are the opportunities for you in your states. Or go to the library, read and get some opportunity, get some information. And do not be afraid of anybody. When the person is white, if you have questions for that person, walk to that person, they will listen to you. Do not prejudge anybody. Do not prejudge anybody. Sometimes the person you're prejudging may be a help to you. And be honest with your business. Yes. And we've been quote unquote, I was one of the funny member of Yucatan Association. And Yucatan Association was funded in Mr. Johnson Seaton house. I can remember. Well, we all used to come together all the time where Johnson Seaton was king, and they were funny, and I was one of the funny members. It's just because I'm so engaged in a lot of different activity, community. Look, I'm not from Philadelphia, but everything that go on in Philadelphia, I'm part of it. I'm part of things that in Delaware and Philadelphia. But, sometimes I look at things from a different perspective. And I'm very respectful. I hate to see people splitting, abusing leaders, and all the things. And with me, I'm a man who believes in unity, togetherness, that. I've donated a lot to Yucatan Association. They selected me or to be the king of Yucatan Association. I would say that I won that contest, but I saw my sister, she really needed it. And I supported her to win instead of me taking the title. I make sure that she take that it. Because one advice my mother gave me was, Junior, do never fight for front seat. When front seat belong to you, it will come to you. That advice always resonates with me. I tell you, God there. If you know, I credit you my honest money you don't want to pay, you can have it. And I move on. And you see, I was taking better by the Yucatan associations. They have a lot of good guys that really want to see Yucatan lift up to a better place. But the splitting, confusion, and all this stuff, that what made me to stand by. Other people want to get glories and all the things. But I still support them. But going to two different organizations in the same Yucatan, I have problem. I even donated 10 bag of rice to the. You see, I like principle. If I do something, if you cannot get it there on time, tell me, say, oh, I cannot get it there on time. Say, oh, eat. But Yucatan is in my blood, and I believe Yucatan will always be part of me, no matter what happens. I'm proud of sons and daughters from Yucatan. That's the reason why we see some of my videos. Every time I go to Liberia, I will always go to Yucatan. I will always go there, do what I got to do, and leave from there. Because I'm now arrogant. Yes. Yes. Yeah. I will be glad to do anything. If any I will always be waiting to help in my policing together and doing introducing yourself to people, making sure you know the people names. Tell them what police is about, not to harass or take bribery or lie, anything in the extraordinary. That's the reason why I was in the police. A lot of people never knew that I was in the police, but I was in the police. Family used to come to me and tell me, oh, but there's something in Liberia police. Every one of you know each other. So you have to be very careful. Like once upon a time, I even advised my brother Jackie Brown, you know, sometime they will come, I will be in the child quarter, CID. They will always bring people. And when they bring the people, sometimes they will bring the people at night. And I will always ask what the person did. They say, I charge them. I say, I will not charge the person until you tell me what the person did. I can't just be charging people and I know what the person did. Or the man who saw the man what they did. I said, no. I would just tell the person to sit down there. The next crew will come. Or so I tell the person, say, look, go home. Because it was so embarrassing in police for you to just charge somebody without a crime and just commit, because police get a lot of crime. They get a lot of charges. But you can't just throw charges on people. You got to know that the person committed crime, or the person you're charging the person, you got to send the person to court. So a lot of the cases, in fact, some of my men, they would charge people and send them to court. The judge will call, oh, we are damn stupid. We just bring the man for nothing and free the person right in front of us because we don't know what we were doing. You understand? So all the thing has a problem. That's why a police officer, you got to be able to read and analyze and read the law. You got to know something about law and all these things before you can become a police officer. You can't just be a police officer to just be walking with baton on the street. You see anybody, you want for the person to be afraid of you. Police officer not somebody for people to be afraid of. That's somebody for people to come to and explain their problem to. That's how I look at the policing. And I had a lot of challenges in life. And let me tell you, I know how to go all day without eating. I know how to go when night comes and no sleeping place, you looking for sleeping place. I know how to sit in classroom and the teacher pull you out and say, you cannot be in the classroom because your school fee not correct or you don't pay no school fee, you hear it. So you get out. So all these things, I feel the pain of other people. So I put myself, that empathy is within me. That's why it's hard for me to pass by somebody who begged me and I did not give them. Because I beg and people mean me. I go to people and sit there all day and I go from office to office to other family members and they tell me, oh, I pay my children's school fee. Well, then I guess one thing I finish paying my children's school fee, then I will help you. So all the thing is height. So all the time, when I even get something and I even refuse to give it to you, I would think about my past and say, so what's the person was in my shoe before. I know the pain that the person going through. That's what make me to help. For the person not to go through the pain that I went through. And you see in life, with it, certain time, certain age where you reach in life, it's about helping other people. So tomorrow, when you lying down in your in your bed, with Father calling you home, you will say, yes, I touched life. So that's the successful thing you will look for, your legacy. Your legacy is the one that will live on. It's not the property you got and all the things. All the things that we got, all is vanity upon vanity. But the legacy you will leave on earth, it will always live after you. And that's the way I want to live my life. And with it, let me tell you something. Maybe in Yucatan, I saw a couple of guys in Yucatan, but actually I was not really familiar with people that died in Yucatan. You understand? So for me to choose somebody in Yucatan as my role model that I was close to them, it will be hard. But I used to like, or guy used to play football in Yucatan. They call it guy Jube, Victor Sia Jr. They late Victor Sia Jr. I used to cherish that guy a whole lot. I used to cherish him a whole lot. Yeah. Sometimes I used to even go to a house because when I far from go to a house, I would try to watch it close. And another guy, he stayed in Yucatan. Every time I go to Yucatan, I always look for him. They call him Jirito on Carpet Street. That guy, he taught me a lot of stuff. My grandmother hate for me to be behind that guy. But that guy made me to look for bottle in Yucatan. That guy made me to burn tires and get alley. That guy made me to go and in Yucatan, that guy made me to go in Yucatan market to sell cow meat. That guy. And I respect that guy. Yeah, yeah. So that every time, and that guy gave me a name today from Yucatan. They call me Jimmy. But I can call me Jimmy. And my name there every time. When my grandmother just she want to see that guy, but every time the guy comes Jimmy, I will pass somewhere and follow him. And the guy will carry me all over Corway, all the places. You understand? That guy, I respected him. Then in the United States, I get a man they call Say Boy. He live here in Delaware. He an engineer by profession, policeman by profession, or ex-Navy by profession. And he gave me a lot of advice. And I tried to be like him. Family man, good guy. He take my children as his children. Everything that happened to me, it just happened to him. Now he worked after his retirement. He worked for me, and you're big brother to me. I respect him a whole lot. Go and say, big boy. He lived in Delaware. By the matter of fact, we live in the same city of Thousand. He even encouraged me now to build a house. I built a house in Delaware from scratch for right now the house is worth $385,000. And I live in a house alone. I left my ex-wife in the other house and the children. And I live in a house alone. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, fellow friends and brothers, sisters, relatives, I would just like to tell you the very first thing in everything, let's put God first. Be proud of everything that you do. Be happy. Money is not happiness, it's the people that are around you. Make yourself happy. Treat your fellow human being than any other person. Don't treat them that are below you. Give people life. Give them courage. They need courage for you. When they come around you, give them courage. But one advice I would give for every one of us: do not make do do not make your enemies, people that do not like you. Treat them with respect and honor, but do not put them in your circle. Do not give them chance because it will destroy you. I get a lot of people that are not in my circle. And you see me, it's very hard for me to create problem with my friend. But the day I create problem with you, that's it. They get a lot of deceitful people. Be careful with them. They will cherry you in front of your face, behind your back. They will talk nasty thing about you that you yourself you do not know about yourself. You got to be careful with the people. But pray for them. Pray for them in a good faith. What they need, you get it, give it to them. But do not keep them in your circle. They are not good. They want your downfall. Do not keep them in your circle. And continue to pray to God. God has your destiny. And keep God in your heart. Do not give up on your children. They can be anything. Do never give up on them. That's your child. One day they will change. If I can change, any child can change and become better. Do not give up on your children. Feel proud of your children and take care of them. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. No, I said I end there. Webe, let me, Webe, Webe, hello? Yeah, Webe. And one thing, okay, and one thing, when you have the opportunity to help somebody, do not relent. Give them the opportunity. I went to Liberia. I saw people who want DV and they do not have the opportunity to come. And I took the DV papers, brought it to America, posted it, bought them ticket and everything. And today they're in the States and they're doing well. About 3 different families and they're doing well in the States. So that help our brothers and see what happened. You building a nation. You building a nation. If I tell you, some of the people they are nurses, they are accountants, their children going to good school. If I were going to be, if I were never going to help, you are going to be down there and not going to be nothing. So continues to help, continues to help. You know when you help somebody, you can feel proud of yourself. So continue to help. Thank you.
It's time to come together. Keep life in your savior. So open up your heart. Let the unity begin. Love is all we need to make it stand. Learn to live. Trust is out to